Hello everybody, my name is Resonance22, and I'm proud to announce that as of today, I am now officially the Community Manager for Forgotten Empires. As Community Manager, I will be running their social media pages, live streaming Age of Empires games every week on their Twitch channel, and collecting feedback from each and every one of you for the developers. If you're looking for more Age of Empires content, updates directly from the developers themselves, and all things Age of Empires news, then I encourage you to check out and follow the official Forgotten Empires pages. I look forward to seeing all of you on their pages, as well as in the upcoming FE live streams. One thing to keep in mind is that when I post here, or on any of my other personal pages, I am only speaking from myself, so unless otherwise noted, nothing I say on my personal pages represents the view of the company. But when I post on any of the official Forgotten Empires pages, I will generally be speaking on behalf of the company. This means that sometimes, I'll have to give you vague answers about things like the possibility of Age of Empires 8, the one with all the llamas in space, and there will be some questions that I just cannot answer. Still though, at the end of the day, I will always be myself, and I can't wait to get started on their Twitch channel, Facebook and Twitter pages, and maybe even write something for the official Forgotten Empires website. Even though this is a full-time job, I will still be live streaming every week on my personal Twitch channel, and maintaining the usual flow of uploads to my personal YouTube channel as well. If you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, I will still be updating everyone on when I'm live streaming next, as well as posting about anything I find interesting. Things will continue to flow as normal here, but with the added benefit of having extra Age of Empires content on their pages, as well as knowing that I'm doing my best to make a positive impact on the future of the Age of Empires franchise. I don't want to build unreasonable expectations though, because I don't have the power to fix the bugs myself, remake the game in a brand new engine, and implement everyone's civilization ideas. What I can do though is what I've always done. Make sure that your feedback reaches the right people, and to also provide a voice for the Age of Empires community and the developers here at Forgotten Empires. And it's that voice that I think can truly make a world of difference. So Forgotten Empires is a game development company, built from an ever-growing team of very dedicated modders for Age of Empires 2. In 2013, their fan-made expansion was so well polished that Microsoft wanted to make it official, and since then, Forgotten Empires has been doing all the design work for the remastered versions of the Age of Empires franchise. I have been playing Age of Empires 2 since I was 7 years old, and it has always been my dream to one day work on the very same game that has made such a positive impact on my life. I started making Aoe2 videos on my old YouTube page over 7 years ago in October 2009. I created the first ever dedicated Age of Empires 2 channel, in an era where Aoe2 had almost no videos at all on YouTube. My goal has always been to share the things that make me happy with others, but with such a steep learning curve, I always had difficulty getting my friends into Age of Empires 2. I also really wanted to see this game succeed, and I hoped that by creating gameplay videos and tutorials, that I could help make the game more approachable for new players and raise awareness of my favorite game. Since then, the Aoe2 community has grown to a massive presence on YouTube, with the addition of so many new channels that I'm huge fans of. After taking a 2-year hiatus, and with the announcement of Age of Empires 2 HD Edition, I returned to YouTube and Twitch to build a new channel that would support Aoe2 and all of the other games that I'm passionate about. I believe that official developer support is essential to bringing in new players, and for the overall longevity of the franchise. It is important to note though, that even though I've been playing Age of Empires 2 HD Edition since it came out, I've always done content for the original CD version as well. I don't believe that the things I do are mutually exclusive in any way, and that I can and always have supported both HD and Voobly, because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of Age of Empires in general. I never would have imagined that my work on YouTube, Twitch, and the Aoe community at large would ever become more than a dedicated hobby, but thankfully, I managed to catch the attention of one very passionate developer.
My name is Bert Beekman, I am the lead designer and project manager on the new Age of Empires 2 expansions. We at Forgotten Empires are mostly known for our work at the Age of Empires 2 franchise. We've made 3 official expansions so far, and we hope to support the game for some time to come. In the future, we also hope to branch out towards other games in the strategy genre.
I had the honor of meeting Sijin through my weekly Age of Empires 2 live streams, which I still do even now. Back then in 2013 to 2014, Sijin would always say hi in the chat, and take time out of his busy day to answer the community's questions. I remember he even randomly joined some of my off-stream lobbies to help playtest a very early version of my custom AI, Resonance22. As part of my mission to help make this game more approachable for new players, I have spent over 4 years developing my custom AI on the Steam Workshop, and I'm extremely proud of the experience it provides to anyone looking for a fun game with friends or as a valuable practice partner for aspiring players. During one of my live streams, my game crashed on a mega random map, and Cision asked me to email him my crash logs so that he could investigate the issue, which was documented and solved quickly thanks to the information that we provided. And nearly a year later, Cision heard me asking for new video ideas during a live stream, and so he sent me a massive compilation of replays he collected, which inspired my popular Break the Meta series. After that, Cision became busier with development, but he would still occasionally ask me for feedback on the state of the game, which was a great opportunity for me to share my thoughts and all of yours with the devs. When the African Kingdoms expansion to Aoe2 was announced, I messaged Cision, hoping that there would be any kind of opportunity to volunteer to help with development. I'm incredibly thankful that he gave me the chance, and during African Kingdoms, I and a handful of other active community members assisted with beta testing, filing bug reports, and helping with game balance. And then in April 2016, Cision approached me and a few other testers for a more formal quality assurance position at Forgotten Empires. I began working for the company in May that year, while I also had the honor of working under Zero Empires as Escape Gaming's Hearthstone team manager. And if you want to learn more about that, then you can find a link to another vlog in the video description below. In October 2016, I actually had the pleasure of meeting almost all of the Forgotten Empires team at Spain. It really came as no surprise to me, but everyone was extremely pleasant to get to know, and they're all huge fans of the franchise. We all got to enjoy a giant LAN party together, as well as explore the beautiful city. I have so many fond memories from that trip, and I hope to share some pictures with everyone as soon as they're done being processed. As one of the QA leads, I used my own experience as well as all the feedback from you guys to help prioritize issues and compile bug reports to forward to Skybox Labs. I also offered my feedback on the design and balance of the Rise of the Rajas civilizations. I'm always looking for opportunities to use everything I've learned from over 15 years of playing and collecting feedback from each and every one of you about what makes Age of Empires 2 such a successful game. We wanted to keep my involvement a secret though, to come back with a strong announcement after the patch 4.8 beta. And now, after many sleepless nights preparing for the Rise of the Rajas release, we are finally ready to formally announce my involvement in the Forgotten Empires team.
We invited Resonance22 to the team because he has been involved with the Age of Empires 2 community for eternity. He has been streaming and making YouTube videos for ages, and he's just a perfect fit for the team. We also have a bit of a tradition at Forgotten Empires of really working together with the community, and this is just one more step to make sure that we stay true, stay close to the community for many years to come. Going forward, I think Resonance will definitely bring an extra connection with the community to the table. So if you have any questions for us, for Forgotten Empires and any of the games we're working on, you can get in touch with us through our social media pages or email, or just by talking to Res. He's very active in the community, so that will be a big plus. Also, we can expect a lot of content, interesting Age of Empires 2 content going forwards.
It is an absolute honor to be a part of Forgotten Empires, and it really makes me hopeful for the future of the Age of Empires franchise. I do hope to make a positive impact here by providing a voice for all of you, and also the voice for Forgotten Empires. Make sure to follow each of the official Forgotten Empires pages for content and news directly from the developers about the Age of Empires franchise. And during all of this, I want to continue running my personal channels and pages as normal. As always, I really do appreciate the support, especially those of you who take the time to support the content that I do for games beyond just Age of Empires 2. It helps make all the work I put in worthwhile, and really motivates me to continue producing Age of Empires 2 content. So thank you to each and every one of you. You can find all the important links in the video description below, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.